Hello YouTubers, it's Selling Guy 60 here working on my pickup truck. It's a truck that my brother Dan and my nephew Scott fixed up, built up, painted for me. Got it all set up, pulled my trailer, and it's working great. But some schmuck, of course, I had it sitting out in the street. Some hit and run messed it up. So let's kind of go over what I'm going to be doing today. We'll be taking off the front bumper. So, as you can see, this top piece here, I have in the shed in the back yet. So, yeah, they hit it, and lucky they didn't sideswipe my truck, but they did, and they ripped the whole front off here. This trim piece up on the top was laying out in the street. Pop that out. And you can see how it's pushed in here up under the edge. So these brackets are all kind of boogered up. And you can see down in there, there's one that's visibly bent. I don't know if it's the long one or the one that's bolted to the bumper. And then we have this one here that has two bolts. We'll get that. There's one there and one there. So there's 6 bolts, I think. I've never taken this off. And the ones on YouTube were kind of in general about what comes off. And it is all the same socket, 15 millimeter. I'm not going to use this steel socket. I just brought it out here to see what size I need. It's a lot easier than lugging the 1/2-inch tray of these things out. Strange that we got 15 millimeter. So we'll get you all set up here in a bit, and we're going to be taking that cover off in front of the radiator. We should be able to get straight down in there to take it off. And what I was complaining about is 15 millimeter. It seems like years ago everything was SAE, and when you have foreign cars with metric, and now everything is metric. I should be used to it by now, but sometimes it still kind of digs at me that I pick up the SAE tray, come out here, and it's all wobble, wobble, wobble on the bolt, and then I go in and get the metric tray and it fits. So I don't know, it's just annoying that we should have an American vehicle with metric bolts on it. But is there an American vehicle anymore? I don't think so. Alright, it's me done bitching. We'll get at it here. Alright, back. Had to gather up the specialized tools here. So we're going to take this cover off. We have the specialized tools. We got the extension, the black socket. You can tell my metric is somewhat lapsed, so I guess I need to get some black sockets, but it's going to work for today. And then we have to pull these little plugs. We got one here, here, there, there, and here, and here. So let's get my little screwdriver out, see what we can do here. Alright, stick it underneath there. Turn it, pop it up. Oop, there we go. Cool. I guess that's just, these come out of there. I'll work with these things. Alright, look at that. Comes out. I'll go get a container to put them into. We'll pop it all off, and then I'll come back. Alright. Went and grabbed this tool of mine. For pulling these pins up and out. Then I got a bigger screwdriver. Bigger screwdriver to get underneath there. I ruin more small screwdrivers, jamming on stuff that I shouldn't be. So that fits underneath there after I popped it up. Pulls it right up. And you can stick this underneath there, supposedly. You can do it one-handed. Maybe I can't do it one-handed. Worked on all the other ones. Of course, I'm filming it, so it's not going to work on this one. Just sticking the screwdriver under here now. Okay, we'll set it up. And look at that. finger on it so you don't lose it. Ta-da! Alright. Buy all these tools, at least I get a chance to use them now, huh? Alright. I'm going to put these somewhere where they're not going to fall. Start running the air hammer, they might vibrate off and fall down, and I'll end up losing them all. So, look at that, comes right off. Set it over here. And now we can get at taking those bolts off. I sprayed them down yesterday with some WD-40. Hey! Sprayed them down with some WD-40. So, we're going to take those off now. And,
messing up his video.
Yeah! Uh-oh! Can I put that on my video? So we're just going to, I'm not going to bore you with taking these off. But you got a nice straight shot down there. A little bit of an extension on there. I should be able to get at them without too much cussing. Alright, so hopefully when we get back, the bumper will be off and on the ground. Okay, see ya. Okay, we got the bumper off and on the ground. This here, let's walk over to the other side. See how straight that one is. Well, that pad's pretty straight up and down. That looks pretty straight up and down. Let's go over to this side. Looking at stuff here. A little bend to that one. Let's see here. Might have to hit that a few times on the bottom here to kind of bend it a little bit and flatten that out. What you can tell by looking at the other side here. So here's the side that didn't get bent on, and that's a 90-degree angle right there. See, it's a 90-degree angle. The same with these right here. This is a 90-degree angle. These are all 90s. But you come over here and that's not quite a 90. You can see that. There you go. It's not quite the 90. So I'm going to take that up in the, I gotta make sure it's in the picture here. Yeah, it's got a little bend to it. So I'll take that up to the vise and in the shop and squeeze it and beat on it. I got a big cheater bar, a big pipe wrench. If I have to, I can clamp it in there and bend that. Same with this one here. I'm trying to get the angle on it. That's bent up. Needs to be more out here in this plane. And this 15 millimeter. When I took some of these bolts off here, in there, and that's the other one right there, they fell down into the bumper. Just make sure you don't lose them. Like me, I'm in the grass here on my cardboard creeper. So I'm going to take these two brackets off, take them up to the shop, and see what I can do, straighten them out. Alright, we'll be back after I straighten them out. You can watch Flo and I try to put this bumper back on. That ought to be good. Okay. Okay, ran into a few extra things here. On this side, we have to take this up out of the way so we can get at this bolt here. Where's my finger? Okay, right there. Had to get at this bolt to take this bracket off. Let's see there. A couple small ones. These clips looks like they're held in there pretty good. Just make sure you check them, make sure you don't lose those. And it was a 10 millimeter, so that's a 10 millimeter nut. Then we had these little clips we popped up here. I popped a few of them up already. I just wanted to show you a few of them. One of them. I broke a couple of them, so I don't know if I move some of these up to the end. A couple of the ones on the ends. Just pop that up. And it comes right out of there. Let's try this other one. One more before we go to move this bracket. So you just pull on this thing a little bit. It's you might have to stick the screwdriver back behind this little piece of plastic here. There you see here. Gonna pop them up. Well, that one just popped up. It just came right up out of there. Okay. Why did that one pop up out of there and the other this one? Okay. We're gonna try. Okay, something ain't working here. Hang on. Okay, you learn after you break one. You have to turn these things. You see the little deals here? You have to turn it. So you got to turn the top sideways, and then you can pop it out of there. Now, see, the last one did that, and this one's not doing it. There we go. Now it should pop right out of there. Kind of hard to do with two hands, I know. Let's see if we can squeeze that together with my fingers and pop it out of there. Oh, come on. Okay, gonna go get a pliers. Hang on. Gee whiz. Nothing's easy, is it? Okay, let's see if this pliers feel works. Squeeze it together. Tell you what, you kind of hard to do this shit with one hand. There we go. Okay, that's not working. That's the one. The other one's popped out. Now, why is this one not popping out? I don't want to break it. Broke one already. Oh, come on. Why is this not coming out? Alright, let's try this one. Why did those other ones pop out and this didn't? Oh, my brother's laughing at me because he does this all the time. And I guess I can get at the bolts. I don't know how and why these popped out. If you look at these, this one here, that one there popped out. That one popped out right away. That's how come I broke this other one. I don't know why these are popping out and what I needed to do. Get that one to pop out. I don't know. It'll probably pop out. I'll look at it again when I'm off camera. That's the way it goes. Okay. Told you the damn thing would pop out after I shut the camera off. Yeah, I just squeezed really hard on this, pulled up on it, and they popped right out. This one's got a little 10mm bolt. I'm going to take that out of there so it gives me a little bit more play in here. So hopefully that'll get us going here. Alright. There we go. Okay. I got marked in blue what we have to bend to a 90. This piece here. The one that fits up in here. And it looks like I might have to do a little adjustment on here. Yeah, you can tell that's a little boogered up. I'll have to bend that. This one here, this is where I have to bend that one too. This here might need a little adjustment. And the same, this one might have to be bent back a little bit. So we take those up there, bend them up, and see how we can fix them. Alright, see ya. Okay, didn't look like it turned out too bad. We got this one bent back to where it should be. Holes are kind of lining up. Most of the holes there are lining up. That's about 90. This one was the more difficult one because it had two different angles. I don't know if I have it right or not. You can tell how new this is by the stickers are still on here. My brother Dan and my nephew Scott building this thing. Same was, this is a brand new bumper. Yeah, brand new bumper. So I don't know, 300 some bucks for this bumper. And the thing wasn't even a year old before some schmuck hit it. So, okay. So it's kind of bolted together. I'll get flow and we'll set it in place, and I'll bring you back to show you the results of my straightening. It helps to have a big vise we have in the shop, and then I use the pipe wrench to pull on it. So, alright, I'll be back. Yeah, Flo and I put this on, and it's just not lining up right. I think that shut that noisy thing off. Yeah, these brackets are just boogered up. It's not even close to lining up there. And then this one here is not even close to lining up with this bracket here. This bracket right here is that one corner piece is way off. So I'll order some brackets, some of these bolts, these little clips, a couple of these they kind of stripped out, and then I have to order some of these plastic deals here. Pop all this back together. So I got to get the other piece out in the shop, in the garage, in the shed out back, and see what I have to order. So, you know, Okay, here we go. So, you know, everything doesn't always come out the way it should. Gave it a good shot. Just the brackets are just too bent up. I think it was my stupid neighbor and his drunk friends backed into my truck, and then they just didn't want to own up to it. Of course, I never saw their cars again here, the one guy's car. I never saw it again, but I bet you it probably had a big red stripe down the side of it. Alright, so well, this is probably going to be a two-parter. We'll have to order the parts and see if we can waggle it back together. Alright, Selling Guy 60. This is the end of part 1.